Welcome. Good morning. I'm Dr. Andrea Christian Parks, and this is now day 5 of the Hunger Challenge. And I want to go over a couple things. First of all, I want to recap what we've been doing for the past 5 days. What are the big lessons? What are the big takeaways? If you weren't here in the very beginning and you're jumping to the end, catch up. Perfect. I'm going to give you all the summary, and you can go back and catch the other stuff in detail. The other thing I'm going to do is there have been some questions, and I want to make sure to answer the questions, not just for the individual people who ask those questions, but for everybody. Because when one person asks a question, usually other people have the same question. So let's get to it. First, let's start from the very beginning. If the issue is hunger, right? We're trying to find hunger. We want to find hunger. Hunger is a gift. Hunger is the signal God placed in our bodies to guide us about when to actually fuel this body that we are stewarding, right? So the first and most important lesson, even against all the things that we've done in our lives and that we've learned in our lives about hunger, hunger is not the enemy. Hunger is not a bad thing. Hunger is a signal from God that it's time to nourish the body. So it is something we want to welcome, something we want to get friendly with, something we want to get connected with. Hunger is a God-given gift, and we want to recognize it as that. Number 2, mindful eating. Mindful eating is, we throw around that word mindful everywhere these days. And really what we're trying to say here, it is recognizing when we're truly hungry and eating until we're only politely full. It's being very in tune with how much we're consuming, when we're consuming, why we're consuming, and actually being present when we're consuming. Because a lot of times the eating that we're doing is completely mindless, completely checked out. We're just snacking, crunching, eating as a distraction, honestly, for most of the time that we're just eating food. We have food that's in front of us at the TV, food that's on our desk at work, and we're multitasking. We're not really there enjoying the food, but we're just consuming without any sort of real reason other than we're bored, we're tired, we're a lot of things other than that true hunger signal. Number 3, weight loss is as much a spiritual journey as a physical one. I want you to hear me on this one. We spend most of our time trying to figure out weight loss from a physical perspective, trying to figure out how do we hack the body to make it do what we want to do, make it drop the weight, as if we could just unload, put down 20 pounds here, put down 20 pounds there. We wish. I've had the visualization in my mind from the many years I was carrying so much extra weight, where if I could just unzip the fat suit that I'm wearing and just take it off, how much better I would feel. And we want to do it that way. But truthfully, this is a journey of spiritual growth, of taking this challenge that we are facing, trusting God with it, and following His will and His way for how we actually get this weight off permanently. So even though the byproduct of what we do in weight loss is the actual physical weight loss, it is the spiritual journey that is truly transformative. And that's where our focus is. Number 4. So this one, we need to hear this one over and over and over again. This is not a matter of willpower. Weight loss and willpower together only give temporary results. Hear me on this. If you lean on willpower for your weight loss, you will only get temporary results. I don't know anybody I've ever met who said, I just want to drop 50 pounds for now, and then I'm cool gaining 60 back. Nobody has said that, never. Willpower wears out. Willpower is a finite resource. So if that is your big tool to achieve weight loss, you will do temporary weight loss at best. So what we are doing is transforming our insides, our spiritual focus, our thinking about our connection with, our reasons for using food in a way that honors God, that will last forever. Then weight loss becomes permanent. And last part, we got to simplifying the process of weight loss is crucial. If you have a complicated, overwhelming schedule, food prep, punishing workouts, etc., and that is what you must do to lose weight, that also will lead only to temporary weight loss, because no one can sustain that. Even if you have a life that is very automated, even if you are not busy with family and work and you're just doing your thing and you have lots of free time. I don't know too many people like that. Most of us are incredibly busy. But let's say you do have a life like that. Eventually, that complicated, very high thought requiring activity, whether it's the complicated workouts or the difficult meal plans or all the food prep or any of that stuff gets old. It really gets tiresome after a while. And what we want to do is get to the place where our food is very simple, very easy, very able to just implement and adjust no matter what we're doing. Life is lifing, all the things, everything's busy. It doesn't have to change how we approach food. And that is the definition of simple. We want our food, our eating life to be simple. It can be enjoyable, but it needs to be simple so that the rest of your life that's very chaotic and complicated and busy, that can get your attention, but it doesn't have to result in your regaining weight or never getting the weight off. Simple is key.